might be our graphs say whether we are the fourth or fifth richest, everything fine. But per capita income comes, we are not anywhere in the picture. Why? So my question, why the second country, our nearest neighbor, why they are much ahead of us? Same thing, education and skill development, export-oriented economy. China exports everything. We will be seeing more about it. Economic growth, higher GDP, and education and skill development. They have productive, skilled workforce. And this takes us to the next part between education and economic development. And that's what we have shown with the GDP. And there are two great econometrics, Hanushek and Waseman. And they have published in the Oxford Research Encyclopedia. And these two are very well known in the field of social sciences for their path-breaking studies. They analyzed the 40 years of data in Latin America, South America, Argentina, Brazil, Chile, big, huge population. And based on that, and they have came to this conclusion. And what you read here, economic growth is determined by the skills of a nation's population. Indian population, the skills of our population, that represents everything. If China is much ahead of us, it speaks about the skills of that nation's population. And the term cognitive skills. So cognitive skills of the population says about it. So that leads to knowledge capital. So if you are all knowledgeable, that's a knowledge capital. If all are with the right skills, that's a capital for the country, knowledge capital concept. So, and they have what they have found out, 75% of variation in GDP per capita is related to international measures of capacities of cognitive skills of population, which can be analyzed using math, science skills plus critical thinking, problem solving skills. That is, if you have a population with all these right skills, critical thinking, problem solving skills, not only maths and science alone, that country will be having a very good knowledge capital and cognitive skills, and that country will be marching ahead. And that is based on their analysis in the South American region. And if you are seeing China or US is ahead of us, now you know the reason. Germany ahead of us, no. India, their advantage is cheap labor and population. Okay. But whether it long last or not, that's a big question for us. And that takes us to what is cognitive skills. So cognitive skills means the capacity of, you know, that our individual capacity of learning, thinking, speaking, remembering, everything changes. In a 30, 40 students, there are students with the different cognitive skills. Okay, but anyway, so what are they? Their capacity for problem solving, their capacity for performance in everyday task. This is what cognitive skills. So that's what Bloom's taxonomy says. So the Bloom's taxonomy, this cognitive domain, there are 6 levels are there. A student studying in your college or my college, they will be supposed to pass through these 6 domains. So, and that is what represents the form of pyramid here. And here you can see, and your student also, your children, your degree students or students also, everyone. Okay, there are lower order thinking skills. On the right side, you can see this is categorized as lower order thinking skills, higher order thinking skills. So while studying in our colleges or institutions, they are getting lower order or higher order thinking skills. So lower order thinking skills are, if your institution is providing only remembering, understanding, applying capacity, you are providing only this much. Or we are providing only this much. Or we got only this much. See, I'm also studying in a college. If I have only a capacity of this level. But beyond that, if you have analyzing, evaluating, creativity capacity, analyzing capacity, then you have reached this higher order thinking skill level. And that is what supposed to happen. And what is this lower order thinking? So we are talking about cognitive skills. Long-term economic growth of a population, it is decided by the cognitive skills. So what is cognitive skills? I am saying there are 2 categories, lower order skills and higher order skills. So what is the lower order skills? Remembering, memorizing poems, multiplication tables, history, historical data, everything. memorize. We are doing it by our way of teaching. Understanding whether students are understanding everything we are taking. Yes, they understand it. And next one, applying the knowledge they acquired, they can use to solve problems. So, for example, it is cited maths formula, or it can be English grammar, rules in writing. Whether no, you can speak and write and well. And also, if we are getting all this, we have passed through the first phase, namely lower order thinking skills, remembering, understanding, applying is fine. Then, what is higher order thinking skills? That takes to the next one, analyzing capacity. If the students are independently, I'm saying, your degree students, my degree students, independently, they can identify the causes of an event, compare and contrast different theories. If they have that capacity, give something to them, and if they are able to do without your support, your children also, I'm saying, my children including, if they have the analytic capacity, Appa, Amma, don't come, father, mother, I study myself. You don't have to tell me what to do. I know how to do it. And if they're so confident, that is analyzing. Evaluating capacity. Yeah, see, give them something to, a piece of art or literature. Give them a novel to read or a book to read, a research paper, and ask them to evaluate how many of them have the independent capacity of this making judgments. Definitely, they will go for AI now. That's a different thing. Checking and critiquing. After seeing a movie, movie is enough. Evaluating capacity. I'm asking about quality evaluation. Okay. And last one, creativity. Creating highest level of cognitive skill. A new pattern or structure creation. Example is given here. Writing a research paper. Many of us, you know that since you have published papers, writing a research paper. Introduction methodology, everything fine. After results and discussion, we get stuck. Anyway, I'm taking this second part also. Research and development. Writing a research paper, ultimately, who is writing? Designing an experiment. Or it may be composing a music. You are how many of students who are good composers? Why it is important, you may ask? Yeah, economic growth. From where, which part of the world all these music is coming out? And why ours is limited to a certain field? And there also we are seeing a lot of copying and all. Okay. Anyway, otherwise it can be a new economic model. Now the climate, this time in Kerala, the monsoon started 2 weeks ahead of us. So what is the impact of all this climate change on Kerala market or Kerala banana cultivation or Kerala pineapple cultivation? They suffered because nobody expected the summer will end so easily, because you might have read in newspapers also, air conditioning companies are unhappy because this time, many part of the country, the summer did not get prolonged, so sales are down. And leaving Delhi, because I read now it is 42 or 43 and all. We are here with now rains are happening 25, 30, that is the thing. Anyway, then innovative idea, that's what we call cognitive skill, means higher order thinking and evaluating, ultimately producing something, that capacity. With education, students are supposed to get all the lower order thinking and higher order thinking skills. And this is what I said. The students are my students who I taught, who were got admission to top-rated international universities, and they found it struggling while writing their MSc dissertation, PG dissertation, which we take it lightly here, and there it is very serious of it. 1 year for that, and that is what incorporated into our 5-year degree or 4-year degree system. After 4th-year degree, if the student is doing 2-year PG, last year he has to spend for the dissertation, meaningful dissertation, more or less equivalent to our PhD thesis. And there something should come out. And the students, or they see the international universities and all, they're very strict about plagiarism. You cannot copy, and AI tools are permitted. That's what the current trend. But creativity, and the same thing will be the same AI, it will be tested how much you copied also. And many of my students who went abroad, unfortunately, lost 1 semester because of assignment writing they copied. Not supposed to do. Anyway, that part I'm leaving. Are you all there or not? Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please carry on.
You are there, sir.
Yes. No, what happens, no, sir? Generally, in this particular area, the
Yeah,
most of the participants
they
they are
listen.
not well versed with English.
Oh,
So
okay.
because of that, they might not be answering, but they might be understanding it.
Okay, sir. In that case, no, the coordinator can put the CC on, no, then it can be
Yeah.
translated into Hindi and can be shown. I hope they will do that.
Yes, yes, sir.
Anyway, so what you said is right. Yeah, here also many that problem is here, rural and
Yeah.
semi-rural, so on.
Yes,
Anyway,
sir.
our aim is just to okay, okay, sir. Thank you very
Yes.
much. Yeah, I just skipped that. Okay, right. So then we'll go to the next session. Not next session. Next slide. It's interesting. Have you have you heard about this term PISA? If you have not heard, must visit Google. Sorry, Wikipedia. Very nicely written. Wikipedia. And what is this PISA? It is not the other pizza which we eat. It is a program. International Student Assessment. Program for International Student Assessment. It is conducted by OECD. OECD is a 38 developed country consortium. And they serve for the just like UN. It's a good organization. They want to see that all around the world development is happening, progress is happening, people are looking in the right direction. But anyway, so OECD conducts this test, and it is a once in 3 year triennial survey, popular name PISA. Yeah, OECD. And it is for the 15-year students. So we can say our 10th year and 11th years, sorry, 10th class and 11th class students. And they have to write this test. Not they have to, from each country, people will be writing this test. Okay. And the test is for cognitive skill capacity. And you may at least argue with me, sir, how we can judge the capacity of a student. See, many of our international students who are getting, sorry, in the going to Germany or sorry, UK and many top universities, IELTS is a basic limit, basic minimum. IELTS. And IELTS 5 or 6, you won't get admission in the top rated one. Minimum 7 or 7.5. I think recently they hiked again. A student with who cleared 7, 7.5 India, and there are country-wise variation also. Okay. But anyway, in India, we are supposed to have students, in a country-wise variation, not for IELTS. Sorry. So, IELTS, if you are cleared 7 or 7.5, then only you are eligible to apply in that university. We said, and why? What is the importance of IELTS? So students know how far they know the English. Okay, so they can read or write or understand listening capacity. That is what IELTS is. And similarly, this one also here. Another test. They are all effective. Okay. Anyway, so the skills of science, maths, reading, ability to solve problems. That is a condition. Ability to solve problems in new and unfamiliar conditions. Not the kind of problems our students are trained. After plus two, they get to all the entrance coaching machinery, entrance coaching factories, by heart lot of things. No problem solving. I don't know how far happening. And our college and also mug up something and they get mark. That is not possible here. So 2 hour test is there. So what happened so far? 80 countries participated. In the world, there are 198 countries minus 3 small one, 195 countries. 80 countries are interested. Not bother about it. Yeah, there are developed and developing countries. So all two are nearly 5 to 6 lakh students are writing. And based on the scoring, the top performers are from Asian country. But you have to read it nicely. Southeast Asian countries. They are the top notches. Singapore being the top performer. That is the result. I'm saying this is, they are competing with this figure. Top 20 countries based on this international test conducted by European and American countries. It is not a test run by Asian country or anything. No manipulation here. Singapore, number one. China, yeah. And the mathematics score, science score, reading capacity, and the capacity of 15-year-old students in these countries, and their assessment is Singapore, China, Japan, Taiwan, South Korea, Hong Kong are the top notched. Estonia, Canada, okay, like that. And these first 20, Belgium, Sweden, and all there. And then Wikipedia, where somewhere I read, Germany was shocked. And German education system, they are not happy after reading these articles. And okay, not article, this test result, yeah, that we'll see later. And these are the lowest totem. You see, but we have to admire them. At least they participated in this test. And that is important, that we'll see later. Cambodia, Uzbekistan, Philippines, okay, Brazil, the lowest one. Okay, so, but why this test is important, that's the point we'll see. Okay, so yeah, I didn't tell about OECD. So this is a OECD. Here you can, the global map, you can see who are this OECD, Organization for Economic and Cooperation. Economic Cooperation and Development. That is what OECD is. 38 countries, 1961, and they have main goals are education, economic growth, employment. Yeah, all in all. nice, good ideas, and they are providing funds, and they do the analysis and all. And in one of their analysis, no, they have. I like this statement in their website very much. Like how we can equip them, prepare students for jobs that have not yet been created. This is exactly what 1914 that American president said. To tackle society challenges that we cannot imagine, to use technologies that have not yet been invented. This is in 2015. 2015, their future of education and skills. 2030 project. That was the aim by 2030. In 2015, they started, and their thinking was like this. You just think, imagine like now the AI has come. This is exactly what it is written here. Technologies that have not yet been invented. And when I was doing my studies, PhD, computers, just coming in only. 1985, 88 period, that is the time this Word, Excel, nothing was there. Instead, we are using the basics of computer, Lotus and then MS-DOS and all. Completely changed. So here, technology is how the students are going to do that. But anyway, so it is their vision. So they say that 21st century, skill, knowledge, attitude, values, students, and also teachers. Otherwise, no future. So these countries, the OECD supports countries in adapting their education system. Okay, so in between I jumped into the PISA. Okay, so they are the who are organizing this PISA, and this PISA test in this happened. Then where do we stand? That's a very sad story. This is from the Wikipedia site. I will share you. Here you can see all around the world who participated, who are the performers. So the green color, Canada, America, they are all top-rated countries. Some countries in the Europe, not all the countries in the Europe. That's what I said. Germany is not here. They are not in the top performers. Okay. And then red ones, this is the entire Latin America, South America, Brazil, Chile, Peru, everyone is. Yeah, they are all there. Okay. And these countries, they are the low performers. And what about the India? We did not participate. Why? Because it's a government of India decision. Ministry of Human Resource and Development, they decide. Why? That's what I said. It's a very sad story. In 2019, we participated once. 74 totally in that particular 2009 test, 74 countries. And we were 73rd, just ahead of Kyrgyzstan, with the population of 6 million. Remember, our population is nearly 1 billion. 1,000 million it comes. And where do we stand? Okay. Then thereafter, we did not participate. 12, 15, 18, 82 PISA rounds, we did not. But in the, you can see, Singapore was number 5 in 2009, where we did not participate, but they became number 1, 2022. And what is the message here? And why this test is important? This is the key points. When you participate in a test, we come to know where exactly we stand. Don't bother whether you are a GDP high or low and all those things. Leave it. Where does our education system stand? So that's what we call as identifying the inequities, regional disparities. So as I said, the students of this country who are going to UK or Germany or in the Canada, European universities, and if they're struggling there and on visualizing that, just imagine you have a student from which country, I should say, Rwanda. And we know that Rwanda, you are all coming from Rwanda. It's a war-torn country. We know that most of them may not be. The students who are coming here, they, first of all, nobody will come. That's another thing, because no income is needed. They may not be having. But we know their standards will be very low. And same scenario for our students. After you are our much acclaimed degree, PG, 99% mark and all. Okay. So what impression it happens? Let's say Indian education is like this. At the same time, that's another thing. And the same students were telling me, sir, we are sitting next to the students from Pakistan, Bangladesh. We are all together. Pakistan, Bangladesh, India all together. Together means our capacity like. But the students from Malaysia, Vietnam, Hong Kong, China, they're all they're all not like they do well. They easily understand and they catch up easily because the system is different. Okay. Second one, benchmarking. We can understanding of what works and what doesn't work. When I say Singapore is number one in the world, what does that mean? If you have this field, and if you are saying Singapore, China, Japan, Taiwan, they are all the top rated, their education system is good. And we have to see why we are failing. Policy making, and that is what NEP or like policies. Who makes the policy? This is data driven decision. International examination in improve education system and global perspective. Countries learn from each other and best practices. Now we know whose best practice we have to adapt. Accountability, and this is a question for to me and to you also. As a teacher who are getting salary from the government of India, we are answerable. Our students, if they are not catching up like that of Chinese and other students, who is responsible for that performance? Accountability, we are responsible. So it's a tool. So PISA is a good test. So this is what happened once we did that mistake. I would not say mistake, but thereafter India has not. But now we know that our countries, our bureaucrats, and our system knows that better not to send our students abroad. And there is one more test also. Since lack of time, I am not saying that. That is TIMS. That we'll see later. I'll share the same thing now. I'll be sharing with you, and you can understand. Teams also. They are also same thing. Indian mathematics and science. It is run by Boston College in USA, recognized international mathematics and science knowledge. India average is 478. International average is 500. Top performers are Singapore, China, Korea, Japan. Fine. So that's about the skill development part, and then we'll go to the next session. That is about, yeah. So you may say you are talking about, I was talking about all car manufacturing, all test and all. You see what you read here? What you're seeing here is agriculture. Our countries, we know that 55% of the population is depending on agriculture. GDP only 17% from agriculture, but 55% of the population is depending upon agriculture. But what you see, who are the major agriculture exporters? Number one, America. Number two, Netherlands. Read it carefully. Number three, Brazil, Germany, China. We are not in the picture at all. Okay, leave it. But how come this Netherlands, which is only 1/200th the size of America, has become the second largest exporter? You read it carefully. Small country, just one district size of America. They are the number two. Brazil is a huge country. Germany, big country. China, yes. A population also Netherlands small. How come they are the second agriculture export? We are under the impression Netherlands, Holland, Philips, all those everything. They are the industrial giant and nothing. Agriculture also they are much ahead. How is possible? And one example I'll cite here, that is from Indian tomato. Per hectare in India we produce 20, 25, 30 or 40 tons maximum. In Netherlands, their capacity, they have the skills to produce in their open plantation. No open plantation now. That's what I read. Now they are using greenhouses, huge buildings. We'll show it. Okay. And there they produce 200, 250, 600 tons per hectare. How it is possible? They have the skill. That's what research and development happened here. Research and that the skills also, farmers also. High proportion of high-tech greenhouses with hydroponic, that we'll see later. But anyway, this is the difference. You see, where do we stand with the 25, 30 tons per hectare, a country producing 250, 600 per hectare. And next part you have to see, most importantly, they are using just 0.5% of farmland. Entire country, just 0.5%. And they are depending upon, they have the skill and technology for indoor farming. This not happened recently. 1960s, 70s onwards it was happening. And precision agriculture, LED light. Plants, 12 hours, yeah, daytime they get light. But this is a European country. Their sunlight is not always available. LED light. And the same technology, not only in Europe, in the Netherlands, you can see Baku is a nearby poor country. Azerbaijan, Baku, now, yeah, anyway. So there are also same thing happening. And how they are being done, you please watch it. Okay. So that's what I say. Just like PISA test, we go to learn, open up, and you have to see what is happening in other part of the world, and we have to bring in the right practices. Otherwise, one moment. It's a very interesting video, and I would say our institutions also should at least show it our farmers. At least let them. Oh, sorry, not this one. Farmers and actually, I came across this after hearing from somebody there, but I was surprised why we are not doing it, and that we'll see later. Why we are not doing it. Is the window Chrome, right? Okay, so this is a video about what is happening in the what we call modern greenhouses in Netherlands, many part of the world. It is happening. But while watching the video, what you have to see, who are working there? Number one. Number two, here from me, no pesticides because these all are inside huge buildings. No pesticides. Number three, and the roofs are tiltable so that based on the sun intensity, roofs are tilted. Number four, LED light in many firms, not everywhere. Okay. And number five, no soil. Plants are not in the soil. Plants have roots. Roots occur some media. So you put the okay. So I was so surprised to see coconut fiber they are using. Coconut fiber. And in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, everywhere in this coconut fiber is very much coconut, and the husk, and that husk is the yeah, it's a waste substance for us, and it won't easily degrade also. And that non-degradability of coconut fiber is being used there. Coconut fiber instead of soil. So you put the fertilizer and nutrient into the coconut fiber and allow the plant to grow. Plant grows. Okay. So important point is what I said. See who are working there. Number two, no pesticides. Okay. Number three, the climate inside a place. And there are 4,000 firms like these companies, plants like that in that country. And that's how they are making. And what kind of vegetables also. And this is actually bell capsicum. So that is bell pepper, that is capsicum. So now this is exactly what happening in some part of the world, and they produce higher productivity. And we have seen the initial part with the technology, automation, and what is happening in different part of the world. To compete with them, we have to change. And our youngest days, our country or a company, whomever. I'll give 5 minutes break now. 5 minutes now. I'll this part will be over. Then we'll go there. Okay, please wait. So this is what happened in LED light. And what you see, this is from the Philips company. Light is directly from their website. Strawberries growing indoors and using their LED light. So plants know during night time also give excess light. So there will be high productivity. So these all are the, see, research part also covered. See, next session is research and skill plus research. Who think about all this? And we will see how this greenhouse look like that. In Netherlands, they can do that. So as I said, no pesticide, no transportation, jobs for the youngest days. 1.5 lakhs workers are there. And most of the youngest days may be youngest days from colleges and universities, apprenticeships and all, or maybe their own. Okay. And how do they do it? And that's what I said. Instead of soil, they use, as you have seen, materials. Okay, this is what happened. So the material which used is coconut fiber, and in another biodegradable, not plastic material. And this country website, they are telling it has water retention capacity, porosity, very good. But we are the country from all these coconut fiber goes not only from India alone. And then another material instead of soil, what they are using is rock wool. It is a volcanic rock heated to 1600 degrees Celsius. Who taught them this can be used? That is what research and later becomes a skill like. Volcanic rock can be used for this agriculture. And another one is perlite. This is also another kind of rock waste. And also, I read somewhere this is from steel industry also. That is like the scrubber which we use, scrubber, to make it little more finer. And that can be used instead of soil. But it was a sustainability issue. Anyway, I'll leave it. So this is a scenario like, okay, so in countries like they do all this, they have all this higher production, and where do we stand? I end here. This is from 2025 February Hindu article. Three poor people, I would say poor people, because 500 600 rupees maybe they may be getting, and they are struggling. Hot sun, Andhra Pradesh, normally 38 40 maybe the degree. Turmeric drying, same age old practice. 1947 since we are doing, before 97 also the same technology. How to dry the turmeric, same technology. Why mechanization has not happened? Why the developing skill has not we got? And there is a very good article from this Indian IIT professor who has written, and he blames Indian industry. Indian industry has to be blamed. And what he says about is, we have a population, poor people like that. They are the scapegoats. But my question, their children who may be studying in your college and my college, will they venture into same agriculture again next as a next generation? No. And that is what I'm ending this session here with this one, and we'll see next one. Okay, so what he says, it is a good article from Hindu, and I read that we are the world leaders in export oil, but now that's all going to change. Now Bangladesh is ahead of us, Vietnam is ahead of us in garment industry, or we are on the more level. But remember, Bangladesh is a poor country. Only recently they have come up like that. Why India has not? Because Indian industry is closing eyes to opportunities. Technological advancements, they are not giving opportunity. Why it is a critical question for us? Now with the NEP, we are all seeing skill development, apprenticeships, and where to send your student, my student, for factories and what kind of industries. And if the industry is not offering new technologies, new office, how it is possible for the students to learn any new technique? You have seen now the students or youngsters in Netherlands working in such kind of greenhouses, and do we have all those? Nothing at all. But what the college can do, we may, your institution, if it is rich enough, there are companies in India ready to do that. Showcase this to the farmers. At least let them understand it. These are the possibilities. Some of them may take the risk, because the message spreads in the area very easily. If a college does it and give them training, our practicals, your college practice, all these things, we have to reshape like this. Okay, not only IT alone will not help us. Okay, so now it is 4:30. For the past 90 minutes, you have been listening to me. So we'll take a break or no break.
Yes, sir. A 5 minutes break.
Okay, I'll come back because no, I have a little more from this topic, but that is clumped with other one. I will finish it. So thank you, and we'll come back after 5 minutes. Okay, thank you. If you have any questions, please. Now it is 4:33, so I'll be here after 4:38. Right, please. Good evening. Hope you are joined after a cup of coffee. Somebody here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll restart from where we ended. Okay. So yeah, so I was telling about this is a plight. So now we have understood now where exactly. And next part is the key point. And the same example I will be citing for the research part also. That is, this should be a start another shocking news for all of us. EV battery, electric vehicles, or the electric batteries for these Indian vehicles coming from where? China. This is from website of a some business economy. And what they are saying, in these 5 years, this much money we have given to China. We must ask the question, why we are unable to produce it? And 53% of world, not the India, 53% of world electric battery. India, what happened? 23-24 period, nearly 20 lakhs electric vehicles, all the battery from there. And the article says EV colony, electric vehicle colony, China's. And why we are trailing behind? That is because those countries, they have the skill, the population have the skill, research and development. 2010 onwards, they forecasted the need for energy storage. Fossil fuel has to go. Message was there 2015, sorry, 2015, yeah, all the sustainability issue came. But long before that, they realized that petrol and diesel has to go. It will be replaced by EVs. And they did the research 2000, 2010. And you see the battery, the BYD car. See, initially they start with the battery. And they are the global leaders. Government support also, they definitely, that's another thing. And 2010, 10 years, mass production. And 2015, remember all these smartphones when we got, we have the issue of phones bursting for life safety is an issue. Lifespan was an issue because energy efficient it became, but batteries started bursting. But they solved it. It is not done by any Indian company. But I remember reading the article, Micromax in 2020, they collapsed because with the Chinese arrival of their batteries, cheap batteries, that company could not go beyond. But in 2017, they did another wonderful thing. Partnership with the BMW and Tesla. They started supplying just like us. But actually later it became a trouble for them because now we have seen America and the Europeans, they are all, because at a time, these Volkswagen and European companies were 60-70% in China. Now it is all gone. All replaced by BYD and some other company, NEO or something like that. Many other companies has taken over. And they lost the market. That was a big shock for even Tesla also facing all the uh, economic business competition from this company. Not companies, Chinese companies. And they are falling behind. Why it is possible? And 2020, that was another battery recycling. Some 5 years ago, people were saying all these was going to be environmental trouble, battery will be waste and all. Nothing happened. China came with a recycling technology. You might have seen that recently, that Windsor or MG Motors, they are offering their batteries, replaceable batteries, 5-year, 10-year warranty, and they'll take it back. And they have this technology, and it is getting developed. And 2025, they're expected to bring in solid state batteries. And now US and the European companies, they realize that if it goes like this, they will collapse. Their car market, automobile industry, and this China will overrule them. That is why all these business, tariff war and all happening now. That is one reason. And can blame Americans also. You read this. John B. Goodenough, 1906, he discovered in the University of Texas lithium iron phosphate battery, a cathode material. It was his discovery. Based on that, China developed all the other things. They build upon this innovation. Why the same thing did not happen in our country? And there are international competitors. They are using nickel, cobalt, manganese batteries, nickel, cobalt, aluminum batteries, nickel, cobalt, manganese, NCM, NCA. China is depending mostly on a lithium iron phosphate battery. What's the difference? It is cheaper, and there is no issue of supply chains, shortage of batteries, and recycling is easy, non-toxic material. So these companies also will face the problem. LG, Panasonic, who are depending upon the NCM, nickel, cobalt, manganese, nickel, cobalt, aluminum, and they know that it is not going to be there are going to be problems, sustainability issues there. So who is the winner now? So again, I come back to the same data. World population 17% India, 17% America. Sorry, China. We are talking about the entire 2025 population. If it comes around 8.5 world share, out of that 17% that country, 17 from this country. And what is our contribution? Why we were unable to produce a single battery like this, and how they could go ahead, and that is where we lack. Okay, same thing which I showed you. Yeah, where do they stand? And the key point, China's global dominance. This is from the Amazon website. You look for a mobile phone, and there you will be seeing all Chinese companies, Realme, OnePlus, and then Redmi, everything, and all electronic items, including this laptop which I am using, all from China, and the webcam I am using China, and everything, my mobile phone, everything from China. And my home, I was recently very surprised. We got stabilizer which I bought China. The 3 4 fans I bought from Bajaj China. Why? They have become the production company efficient. That is because they have fourth industrial revolution. They have given vocational training. Industries are efficient, and we compare with that. And what is different? And this is a key takeaway from this session. They have reforms in vocational education. We started BVOC and all those things. Nobody was interested. Whereas in China, they have same system is there. Our traditional university system, and then they have vocational education track, the polytechnic, the ITI, all those things. And the ITI student, they go to skill-based careers in industries. Middle school, 9th grade, or high school, 10th standard, or middle school. Students, 50% of Chinese students go to ITI, not IIT, ITI and polytechnics, and government supports funds. So what happened? Population is highly skilled, and no, that is not the reason. Then you may tell me, sir, here also we have ITIs and polytechnics. We'll see more of it. Another part, industry collaboration, apprenticeship program. In India, colleges away, no industry tie-up, industry academic partnership, nothing, academia, university industry. In China, what happened? Vocational schools work closely with industries. Chinese companies, read it carefully, co-design courses. Remember, in your college, if you are an industry belt, Huawei company is there, and the job is going to be there, and they co-design the course with your college. And this is what happened. And dual education system. This China copied from Germany. 50% of children's time in factories. Not theoretical mugging, by hearting. And that they copied from Germany. 1.5 years students here, remaining part they are net. So what's the advantage? Learn and earn, apprenticeship. You have seen the Netherlands, all those green fans. Students are working there definitely, and they will be paying. They will be getting the right payment. 1 hour, $20, not $20. I forgot, €10 or something like that. But anyway, so students come out with the job-ready skills. And it is not only job. Some of those students, they will be starting their own industry. Third one, massive government investment, vocational training. Government of India, UGC gave BVOC courses first, and we are ignorant of all this. And we were sending our parents and including teachers, everybody. Teachers also, they are the role models, agreed. We always sending our kids to MBBS or engineering, thinking that is the end of the world. That is the top of the world. Degree like. Now what we are saying. Okay, so nobody went for vocational training. Suppose imagine you are sending your kid who wants to go to do IIT, sorry, ITI, Polytechnic. ITI, everyone is willing, but ITI getting admission is not possible very easily. You know that. So IIT, if somebody, ITI, some student is saying, or some of your children are saying, no, I want to study in a Polytechnic. We all will pull them out, and the parent pressure, the society pressure, they won't go. But here, no massive government investment. Government of India is giving money, UGC, now the RUSA, PM Usha, everything. And that is for creating good lab. And in this country, what may happen in the department, money comes to your department, then your HOD will say, I want this one. And someone who are more powerful of the management, they will say, we need this lab to be, this department developed. And ultimately what happened? Some equipments will piled up there, nothing much. Whereas in these places, the money, they are properly invested. Otherwise, they are answerable. Suppose you have bought all the money from UGC, and the UGC is asking us what productivity brought in. And if you or me, like in China, the possibility of getting shifted to a jail or punishment, that is the Chinese system. That is what Americans say that. This country, they are in a different way, and we cannot be like China because we have human rights. We do not know what is happening in the iron wall there, and they do not export or see where the environmental laws or sustainability rules are correctly practiced or not. Whether the people have to work from only for 6 hours instead, they may be working 12 hours or 14 hours, God only knows. And whether they're getting recent good pays, we do not know. Okay. But whereas in the European and American system and Indian system also, we know that we have a decent pay. Okay, so that is why I am not. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So I was telling about, so okay. Then we go to the next one. Cultural mind shift. Right or wrong? That's exactly what we say. If your kid or my kid, if they after the plus two, they want to go for CBSE, they want to go for ITI instead of IIT, what happened? Society pressure. This is where I think this is one of the major reasons. Okay. Then the kind of courses they offer in their vocational schools, and they offer courses like AI, machine learning, robotics, industrial automation, IoT. That's what in the beginning I said. Don't blame me. This is what I got the data, and depending upon this, the World Economic Forum also say the same thing. And not because I have any dislike towards social sciences or languages, nothing at all. Even including my topic biology, I do not know what is the survival chances. But we have to see that. We'll come to that section later. Then localized R&D. This is what I said. See, the Americans started the technology for the EV technology, but China built upon it. Okay, that's not, we could not say, but the Americans are blaming. Not blaming, they are saying you steal our technology and then you go back to your country, and with the cheap labor, you produce cheap items, and we cannot compete with you. Right or wrong? I'll leave it to you. Then private sector participation, foreign influence. Yeah, there are a lot of companies, and here no, that's why government of India has opened up now. We have, if our institutions want, we can go for industrial tie-ups, collaborations, international collaborations. UGC and the government of India is welcoming. NEP is also saying the same thing, tie-up. Okay, and the farm sector also, that's what I say, by showing you the green farms, the greenhouses, the same scenario. The farmers know, they may not be knowing it. They don't watch YouTube, they don't watch internet, and they may not be knowing what exactly is the greenhouse farming. They just do whatever their traditional land. But being an educated person, that's what I said. If your college can show this is possible, these are small farms like this, and this has better productivity, and everyone doesn't have to look for jobs in industry or anything. if you are from a good family and you can do like this. And for that, you can tie up with all these international companies. They are willing to. Okay. Then reforms and evolution. Yes, updating vocational curriculum. And what about our syllabus? NEP, we have all done something. That's what I would say. But whether it is sufficient or not, that's a question. That is what an NEP, one core idea is NEP goes to the other side. I'll be taking research and development for this one. Okay. So automation and AI skills. It is necessary. You have seen all those factories. I have shown you that Tesla factory or Volkswagen factory, all those factories, and who are working. Automation AI is highly in demand. And then what we got to do, whether we know it or not, we have to lifelong learning. What we learn for BSc, MSc, it won't sufficient. We have to reskill. And that is what I said. It is going to be a very challenging task for the people in the education in the coming days. Technology has changed, and we have to update our knowledge and our skills. Students, then only they will be able to learn. Okay. So this is a core point from this part of the study. So I have covered everything like a skill. What is the skill education? What we require, and where do we stand, and why all these NEP based different demands are there, courses are offered, and this is the background. This is how you have to think, not like no whether that college is doing, somebody is doing. That's not going to help in the long run. Government of India has given us a chance. And then what are the new technologies required? Industrial automation, Internet of Things, AI courses, big data courses, cyber physical courses, cloud computing courses, augmented reality and virtual reality for training. Boeing company using headsets to train workers in aircraft, aircraft. You don't have to have an aircraft factory in your college or anything. This is based on augmented and virtual reality training is possible. Such training is necessary. And this is another important thing. World Economic Forum, fastest growing jobs before, 2024, 25. Big data specialists, fintech engineers. Big data specialist means AI and information processing. Okay. Fintech engineers means all the online financial services. Now people are known low bank interest and the fixed deposit also interest is less. So people are depending more on go for all the mutual funds and all the shares and everything. There are a lot of options coming up, and a lot of companies also, firms are also there, financial services are there, fintech engineers are there, AI machine learning specialists. That's what I say. AI, first upon we have to understand what is AI, how it can help in our subject. Then software developers I said. Then autonomous vehicles are going to come. Electric vehicles are going to be there. Specialists are required. Solar panels are coming up. These are the places where jobs are there. But what is the fastest declining jobs? This is what third industrial revolution, that was, it was a requirement. And we are still stuck there, or our mindset is like that. With your degree, the degree which I give to my student, BSc Botany or Zoology, what they can gain economically, that question is coming up. Education, academic, that is agreed, it is needed. Okay, so clerical secretarial workers, that is gone. Automation, digital, who needs clerks? See, please wait, you wait for the all the trains and all. I don't think all these TTs and all these posters will be there. All this clerical job will go. Banks and cashiers, ticket clerks. Now with the internet banking, I don't go to bank. You also don't go to bank. ATM only you visit. Online payment is there. So they're gone. Digital banking, printing. There are many people who learned computer centers and invested heavily, lost money. Now you send PDF file. Who needs all this? And then accountants and auditors. What is their future? Required, not many as much. AI can do. So these are the World Economic Forum future job, not India alone, all across the world. Okay. Now the skills in the solar energy, a lot of, I will share the material with you. And then hydrogen research. It is a future. Okay. And then, yeah. So this is all we got to say. And then critical thinking, skill, all those critical thinking, analytical ability, writing skill, we are wasting the opportunity. Power of assignments and seminar, we are simply misusing it. assignment writing, it has become just a ritual. Students just copy and paste. Don't permit that. Seminars, why? Because this is what I said. Many who went abroad, they faced problems. They cannot write a proper assignment. Scores are low. Assignments are properly valued. Here, know what happened. You all me know that copy paste culture. And who are the loser? Students with the assignment writing, they get the critical thinking capacity, analytical skill to refer books, analyze, and evaluation. Then only they can write a good assignment. Writing proficiency, they lack it. Research skill, knowledge acquisition, how to read 10, 15 papers and get the instant know the spoon feeding of what you given to me, given to them, what I am, copying paste from now with AI, it is just become all the more easier. So I used to ask many students, suppose you are coming for an interview, AI will not be there to assist you at the time of the interview. You have to read and learn and answer it analytically. You have to give the correct reasoning. You will not be having that capacity. Why seminars are important? In your college, let them do strictly. Don't bother whether your colleagues are doing it, because that is a complaint many sites are. Even if we do that, others won't do it. That what I can say. Because by doing a seminar, students get public speaking skill, interactive learning. And suppose 30 students in your college, and they are all students in your classroom, they are all interacting, nice questions asking, wise questions. Knowledge exchange is happening. Then critical inquiry, logical reasoning. See, suppose I am giving a particular a seminar. If somebody is asking a right question to me, that is a good knowledge for me also. Then presentation skills. So now we got the idea. Okay. So what is our role? We have to act. We have to tell them. We have to see that our institutions, this is required and it is our responsibility. Okay. And then for the language teachers, what I got to say, computer linguistics is there. If everyone doesn't know the capacity of all this syntax, semantics, phonetics, writing skill and all, so language is necessary. Along with that, you get an interdisciplinary expertise also. Computer algorithm, if you are able to do one course or something, I'm not saying to everyone, there are people who are skilled because that is a cognitive skill. It may not be possible for everyone, but those who are interested to survive in the coming years, knowledge in both linguistics and computer science will help you. Why? How? There's a term called natural language processing. It is related to AI. So teachers can get expertise in the NLP related courses, and that will help them discourse, analyze the social media. Now the social media requires lots of expression, analyzing language, the kind of language required for social media. Understand that. And there are various problems. Sorry, various uh, issues are there. Society attitudes and how to express it. All these AI cannot do it. Then language and power dynamics. The best example I cite is the case of our Donald Trump. The way he speaks and all. This is all definitely trained. Language and power dynamics. He knows what kind of show to do. That is happening with the help of language plus, yeah, which context what to be said, and there these AI tools will help. Okay. Then emotions in and so it is not everything not there for nothing is there for the computer linguistics languages. There are there, but your language skill plus computer knowledge also, computer algorithm, programming, data analysis. So with that, in your field, what you can do, local language also you can do. Why? Because when we are asking something to AI, you might have seen that AI will say, ChatGPT or Meta, they will say, I am a machine, Copilot also. Beyond this, no, I am unable to express it the kind of emotions you require. So sentiment analysis in literature that is needed for AI tools, and others are using language to evoke emotions. Only a person with the language expertise is required. You give AI to review an article, review a novel. AI will do, but the emotions and all to understand, this is required. That's what I meant by that. So that's all. Then about all these national skill framework and all, you can read and understand. And then NSQF and NEP. NEP is basically, it involves actually, we are coming back to vocational education. Our traditional education plus vocational education, that's what happening. You see the NEP syllabus and you can see that. more stress on the vocational education. So students will be go out with higher understanding of what is required. This all I'm skipping. So, and I end this session, yeah, hear about the skill development, and I'll take you to the research part because both are connected. So, if there are any questions to ask me, please do. Otherwise, I'll take with the next one. Research, know what to do with research, how to gather, and same thing more or less here. Some points, yeah, same slides. Some of them I'll be showing there also. Okay, I can go to the next one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Actually, the 3 points which you have chosen there,
Yeah,
that politics, education, and media,
yeah,
most probably that is actually responsible, in my opinion, that our students are not turning towards skill education because the political pressure and the political policies. And second point, as you have already said, that in China they are implementing many skill-based educational systems, and most probably the government of China, they may be supporting it. And while in India, yes, national education policy has been implemented, and it is totally based on and particularly talking about skill-based education. But the mindset of we Indians has to be changed. And as long as we are not going to be successful in changing the mindset of the people, I don't think that it will take some time. But let's hope for the future. Yes.
yeah. You correctly analyzed this, sir, because that's exactly what I used to tell people. Because
Yes.
many of my students who are abroad, they used to tell me, sir, they are very honest. They don't cope. Because I'm not saying we are not honest. We are honest only. But in the field of education, the students who are in the degree or PG, very few are coming there. But they are very hardworking, very sincere, ready to go to any extent. And the same thing we
Yes.
can, yeah. And that mindset, something that is what shocked them also.
Yes.
They won't
Yes.
cope. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, we are all, yeah, what to do, sir? Because no,
And we must be thankful to you that you have produced wonderful videos and the picturesque scenes of that, and how the greenhouse has been prepared and everything. Yes, sir. It's wonderful, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
yeah, because yeah, thank you, sir. Because no, yeah, we are also seeing what's happening, and fortunately, I studied in an autonomous college, and then I was the principal of other college, and there are also same question when we take, yeah, autonomous college has a better advantage. They can know, they can decide what course to be done. Don't know how to follow. That's why these autonomous colleges are being promoted. Not because I am nothing beyond that for me to say, but they have the institution has the freedom to select the ideal courses required for the small community. In the non-autonomous college, they have less freedom there, but you can
Yeah.
tell your board of studies members this is what we do. But normally, what happens? Nobody sees the
Mhm.
board of studies. Nobody sells anything to, and then this is all, as you said, based on different yardsticks selection. Who is there in the board of studies and what is going to think? Let us hope so
Mhm.
their thing, because now in Kerala, actually, I said in the beginning, we are all
Mhm.
shocking to see every year the number of students are coming down, sir. They are going somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the message. So
Yes.
I'll take the next slide, and actually,
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
okay. So we will go to the R&D research part. What to do? Okay, they are also basically, yeah, same more or less, not same. I would say research for what? Research for economic growth, and that all days in between. I was telling who taught these people in the Netherlands that coconut fiber can be used instead of soil, and they are universities. And they have went to Mexico. There are actually one or two other videos which I supply you later. And the Mexicans are also happy. They are saying we were just wasting this material, and this Dutch company showed us, and now they are getting money for that. And this is what we call as research, relevant research. Okay, and we think about research means something finding a vaccine, COVID vaccine, or atom. Nothing at all. That is the difference in our attitude that we have to see. We have to change. Anyway, so lessons and examples. Yeah, that we'll see. So this statement I like very much. That is from Albert and Georgi. I hope you also heard about this person who discovered the importance of vitamin C, scurvy, and all. We have to eat a lot of fruits and all those things. Like he's the person. Okay, and what his statement? Research is what to see what everybody else has seen and to think what nobody else has thought. The same thing, same coconut fiber I was saying for them, but somebody found out this can be used for planting root, sorry, these material plants, and they're taken all the way to that country. Anyway, so GDP already you seen, same question, why they are all marching ahead? The reason is same, creativity. If China has this advantage, we have to admit that there are more of creative people. That's why they are warning. You might have seen the websites also. We have 1.4 billion, we have so many heads are here. They will come out with one software, other software. It may be TikTok or something every day, and they know how to make it popular also. It is a success story. And somehow we are just waiting for something to come from China and electric vehicle factory. Why we have all these companies are there? Why they didn't do anything? I don't know. Maybe we are all our system is responsible, as I said. So the same thing which I told you, EV battery, if there can be world leaders, you know what they are doing? They are taking all the materials from South American countries, minerals required for this lithium iron phosphate. They buy, they have mines. Iron ore, no, previously it was being done same way, and it is taken ships to their country, processing in small factories. So each factory is a job. Each factory means whether it is on the low level grade or higher level grade, job opportunities, and then cheaper labor. And now we are reading many of these rare earths. Only China has the processing capacity. And next, what happened? They sell it. And that is where the other companies, other countries, finding it difficult. India has the same problem. Lithium iron phosphate, that all took nearly 20 years that developed it. Okay. And this is what we have to see. What is relevant research? Yeah, research with, we have to think about practical applications beyond mere academic degree publications. That won't help. It should be useful for the society, economy, technology. And ultimately, what happened? Funding is there. And for funding to give, that's what I blamed in between the companies. Suppose you are in your agriculture area, some industry requires some material, some item. For example, maybe an equipment which can dry the turmeric, which I showed you. The college or engineering institute can develop it. But the funding, who will give? Companies. That's what they do outside and all. Anyway, then how to make research relevant? Identify what is the need, what to be done for research. Instead of thinking what you did for PhD, that's a different thing. You might have done your PhD nicer or IIT, whatever might be that. But if you are working in a rural area, in for example, somewhere in I said Nasik, I have said Nasik, there are so many farms, wine farms are there. So what is the requirement of that community? That we have to find out. That community, that industry, wine producing industry, and accordingly we have to and tie up with the industry, sorry, the companies there, and they may have certain problems, issues that you can help them, maybe some pest or pesticide or something or pollution like that. And this part better I skip because there will be another 45 minutes only. So anyway, I should tell you about this fact also. This is another shocker for all of us. You read it. Indian sandalwood. Who is Indian sandalwood production worldwide? 80% of world's Indian sandalwood is by one or two Australian companies. They started from 1998. Why? 1998, they started with nearly 1,830 hectares of plantation. And by 2011, 2,000 hectares. Now with the 12,000 hectares all over the world, 5.5 million. India, what's happening? We have been, don't feel that they have stolen our Indian sandalwood, anything at all. Nothing like that. Sandalwood, actually, it has come from Pacific Islands. Malaysia, Indonesia, Australia also. They were having it. Same sandalwood. The name is Indian sandalwood because what happened during the 13th, by the Australian, sorry, all these Indonesian or Malaysian traders, they brought it in India in 1300 BC and that period, along the spice exchange and all. And this plant, no, it could grow very well in South India, so they flourished. Then thereafter, our kings taken over. So in South India became the hub of all these because we are having vast land, ideal for the growth of sandalwood, and it became well spread there. And then we have the feeling 1300 BC. Now we are in 2024 AD. So you go back. So it started like that. So that's why it is known as Indian sandalwood. It's from Wikipedia. Indian sandalwood. So that Indian sandalwood, it was there in Australia, but there also same problem. People cut it off and then stolen and it all disappeared. But now what happened? They started planting on their own nurseries. Here in India, what happened? Forest department, state governments are controlling it. So nothing is possible beyond a level. But I'm skipping that one. So Australia, it happened with the advantage of research done by some universities. Somebody found out that this plant can be grown like this. What you're seeing here, Australian way of doing the sandalwood cultivation and what nurseries are there. And this is not a forest area. And Tropical Forest Service is a company name, and they have their own farms, and they control 80% of Indian sandalwood oil, make money out of it. How much money? 29 to China itself, they are exporting $29 million. Okay. And what you see in this image on the left side, this is the Indian sandalwood forest in Kerala. If you are going to Munnar or Kodaikanal, if you are familiar with that area, you will be passing through this natural forest. This is sandalwood forest. But on the other side, what you are seeing right side, this is a plantation of sandalwood managed by a private company, and where they give all nutrients to the plant. So you can imagine what may happen. Here what happened? Forest department handles it, and it takes 20, 25, 30 years for the tree to become idle growth. Whereas on the other side, they have all the technologies, how to grow it, and they do it well, and they make money out of it. So I would say all the technology for all this has gone from Mardak University, and there they found out that what are the cultivation technique, and what are the best practices, and what is the quality, then how to commercial prospects also. Suppose somebody is identifying a region and that transform the entire region into, because that is a very dry belt, into a plantation forest. And that is the what output of the research. So this is what I said. Research with relevance is necessary. Research with relevance. Okay. And yeah, we are seeing solar research and all. China is marching ahead. Especially there was a time when Spain and many European countries were ahead of them, but they were beaten by China, cheap labor. That time we are leaving it. But India also expanding our capacity, and we are looking for solutions. Research options are there. Hydrogen energy, why? There are a lot of options for research. If you are trying for research projects and all, government of India, definitely you will get. DST will support your project. Hydrogen research initiative is there. Suppose anybody who is sitting there, an expert in the field of physics or related subject, if you apply for this kind of project, definitely you get it. Other projects not become not easy now. Then we will go to the same thing which I told you in the last one also. Agriculture, how they became the top leaders. This country, Denmark, in Europe, they are the modern greenhouses. How? Already we have seen that. And the same practice, Baku and also, they are also doing the same thing. So Baku is Azerbaijan. Same thing. And how it could, they found out that which resources, how to produce. So this involves research. It is not there the politician or the IAS officer, somebody doing all this. Somebody who did the research, they found out that instead of the traditional farming, how it can, I forgot to tell you. Actually, yeah, I didn't show you that. Denmark requires 9 liters for whereas Americans use 100 liters of water, and the world average is 250 liters of water. I think it is for 1 hectare of equivalent of tomato, 1 kindle or something like that. 9 liter, whereas other countries, that is what efficiency. Then chemical dependence. There is no question of, see, all those tomatoes, everything you are seeing there, no pesticides. What is our plight? We are all afraid of eating raw vegetables. Nothing for them, that country. Then climate control, advanced greenhouse technology, year-round cultivation. Don't have to bother whether it is summer or winter or whatever might be that. Productivity has gone up. Whereas in India and Kerala, now we have 5-6 months of rain. There are certain items cannot be grown here. Then high yield production. This is all outcome of somebody's research there. Okay. But as Professor said, government dependence and that mentality of the people also there. Okay. And then I'll show you hydroponic system, coconut fiber. This part I'm skipping, already seen. And this is what I was telling, 70, 72, 73 years, we are still with the same technology. So who will? And they get low paid. That is because, as that article blamed, low wages. Indian industry is the reason. It cannot go for long because we will be beaten by the nearby countries. Okay. And why is stressed upon agriculture? Agriculture, we have 55% of our people are working in it, but income is less. That is why only 17%, 17.6% GDP, social science students, teachers know that. Our GDP is mostly from service sector, trade, hotel, transportation, communication. 54. Industry 27 only. But see, when we have to catch up with the Chinese or the international technology, if you open up, definitely there also we will we have to be careful. That is why government is very carefully taking the right decisions, hopefully. Okay. Then about agricultural led sectors, 55% of the country's total workforce is there, but income only this much. Okay. Now what we got to do, we'll go to, sorry, next part, research and teaching. What's the advantage for the teacher? Definitely CA's advantage is agreed, myself and we all. Okay. So we will, but other than that, we'll be getting the latest developments. See, by attending this class, you have listened to me and you have come to know about whether this is possible. So certain technologies are available. Similarly, when we go for research, we also will come to know what exactly is there. A more in-depth knowledge, so that you all may know that. Then we will be involving student engagement also, and we will get innovative teaching methods sometimes. And generally, it is felt that teachers who are in research, they can teach well. Teaching doesn't mean the whole time, so research doesn't mean the whole time you have to sacrifice the teaching. Teaching is there. Then student learning experience, what is that? Active learning is there. Research findings into, we are exposing our students when we are giving a project to student, they are active learning, critical thinking capacity also. You send your, okay, I'll show you some examples. Then we'll go to the next very important part. There is a misconception. A lab is there, PhD scholars are there. Our college is only a graduate college. We don't have PG, we don't have PhD, research center, nothing like that. Now with the NEP and all, UG and the PG students, they all have to take projects. Dissertations are there. And this kind of dissertations are taken very seriously abroad. Why? Because students, after very few join for the degree courses, very costly UG courses. After that, their dissertation and their publication, if that is good, they get better job opportunities. But many my students who are there surprised to hear, many of the PG students from this Belgium, Denmark, and all, they are not looking for jobs. Instead, they are all thinking about startups, their own companies, because they get ideas from the dissertation project. And I don't have to say anything about our currency. It depends what kind of training we are given and options we have. Anyway, so the key point is we have students, UG and PG students, and from the here onwards with the NEP and all, you have a number of good students are there. And if you are offering a good research options, students from other places also, I'm talking about social sciences and all, definitely other regions also will come to you. One semester in your college or your university, that possibility is there. And already role in economic development, I have said enough. Importance of research in the economic development of this country. If we go like this, our students are no, if they are not having any skills, what may happen? Okay. And I'll give you a very good, interesting article which I came in, May 2025. You can see one article. Can you read it? It says that in Kerala, 69% of tourists are from all from Kerala. See, Kerala tourism, a lot of things are there. So where we are also see a lot of tours are there. But what this article says, 69% is from Kerala itself. So from outside, just 30% is coming. Why? And that is what this article says. Because the flight fares to Kerala is comparatively high. So it is written by the chairperson of Indian Association of Tour Operators. And because of that, and we face the same problem to bring in resource persons from Bombay, Delhi, and all up to Kerala, it is very costly. Very few airports, and somehow that has to be changed. Otherwise, what happened? Tourism industry. So it's a problem faced by the industry. But this kind of article coming in a newspaper will not help the industry at all. That is what we say. If somebody takes it as a project or a survey and published as a paper, it will be there in the research article and it will be reaching there. Otherwise, what happened? We are seeing, see, this is 3 months ago, paper has come, and today's paper, tomorrow's trash, waste. Nobody sees it. Okay. So practical research topics. So this is a practical research topic, very relevant to Kerala tourism industry. And you can ask from their support. Or suppose you are publishing a good article, and in future also, if you ask for a further support, they will help you. Yeah, this person has written a good article, and you can approach that is to tour opera association, and they will give you funds. This is how funds generated. Okay, so same thing I said about Nasik. You have so many wine farms and some. That's what I think. Agricultures are there. Understand what are their problem, and exploring the challenges faced by the local entrepreneurs, and in intervention to support small business that will help you. Then employment trends. If you can give, this is what I was keep on telling. This greenhouse and concept is there. It's workable in India or not, and for that there are other reasons also, because investment is required, and for that the farmers because we have all small farmers, and farmer mindset also has changed. They should be ready to invest in this kind of big farms, and that involves little long-term thinking. Someone has to come forward and showcase this is possible. Okay. So what I'm saying, practical research topics relevant to the local economy. Okay. Then research without funding, already I mentioned local organization, and it may be your panchayat. Yeah, because I show you one issue where no, I could help. NGOs or government bodies may be supplies. That is what funds from your area. And ultimately, what is your advantage? As a person, you will be an expert on the local issue. People will come to you. This particular professor from that university has done a work, and that is useful, and people will come to you, and you will get importance, and your publications will help in other way around. And what is the benefit for the students? Students will be hands-on research experience. A student who has not seen how a grape or a cow grows, he goes to the field, interact with the farmers, and come to understand what exactly the problems they are facing. That is what we call as real world problem solving. And this is one problem with our students who went abroad. They found out they are all very good in real problem solving kind of questions and all. We do not know nothing, because we all by heart a lot of things, and beyond that, no, we don't see the world. I know I am a BSc zoology teacher, MSc zoology. Many of my students, I don't think they know the basics of how to rear a cow, how to rear a sheep, nothing at all. It doesn't mean they have to understand everything, but at least, or how to recognize a snake in the field, no. But theory wise, they will write it. A cobra can bend like that, this one can bend like that, nothing more than that. Okay. This is another example. And this will be if you are looking for a research problem. Yeah, this is based on the problem we face in Kerala. We have a lot of coconut trees are here. Now the coconut price has gone up, and the oil price is also very good. So one coconut will give you 20 rupees. So from per tree, you can expect, yeah, around 120 coconuts per annually. So per year, you will get 10 coconuts. Not sorry, per month 10 coconuts. So once in 2 months only this harvesting is possible. So yeah, we will say now what's happening here, there's a problem. A lot of monkeys and a lot of porcupines. You are seeing a porcupine, it's a pig-like animal. It's a big menace, and because of the wildlife laws and all, farmers cannot do anything. And if you find out a way with your research, how to find out how a solution for these monkeys and how to repel the monkey, drive a monkey, porcupine, that will be helpful. So that's a subject like. So as I said, so what's happening here? 50% of the coconut will be when the coconut is tender coconut, it will be spoiled by the monkey. So one coconut tree, I said 120 coconuts annually, 50% means 60% gone. Then the remaining 60 coconuts, some of them fall to the ground. These animals are there. So remaining 50% of fallen coconuts. So what happened? Ultimately, a farmer will be getting only 30 coconuts annually. 120 becomes 30. And what is the loss? Loss per tree. That is the calculation here. Normal annual income per tree 2,400, and with the monkeys 1,200 gone. Then with the porcupine another 600 gone, and ultimately how much they get? They will be getting only 600 rupees. So this is one tree, and a region, a farmer with 100 trees, what is his loss? Instead of 2.4 lakhs, he will be getting only 60,000. Imagine your salary or my salary. Instead of 2.4 lakhs, I'm getting 60,000. We know how to react. We have organizations and everything. But farmers, generally what happen, they are not well trained like us. They do not have organizations, and their violent reactions ultimately end up in a problem for them. Law and order. And this is they will be, because in Kerala it's happening a lot of fight with the forest department and the police also, because forest department file case against them, and this poor farmer will be going to court and spending money and lawyer after lawyer, nobody's helped them. But you just think about it. I said 100 trees, the entire village, how much money is being lost? You think like that. Annual, suppose entire villages have 100 trees, they will be losing this much money, or 10 times more than that. Instead of 24 lakhs, they will be getting only 6 lakhs. And what is the impact of this on the local economy? So what is the problem here? I asked you, how do a research, produce a data, and come out with the data to say that this is what happening in this region, in this village, this much money. There are so many other villages. It can be case study. And I'm talking about coconut and monkey in here. It may be some other animal in your region. I'm not blaming forest department because it is they do their duty. But this data, if it gets published with the proper data, definitely it will give, and politicians will take note of it. And international organizations are there to help the farmers. This is what we say. But I'm not talking about that only. Other than that, suppose your research has produced that this monkey menace has come, others will take note of it. Newspaper articles, no, people will not listen, as I said already. So you are producing an article where we are highlighting this issue. It is a research article. Then somebody in your college or nearby college from the engineering department or physics department or chemistry department, they will come out with an innovative tool based on their critical and analytical thinking. Innovative tool like ultrasonic animal deterrent or solar powered fences. That is not possible. Low cost protective net, something. So otherwise it will be from the environmental studies department. They will ask the question, why the number of these animals are going up like this? Can some other planting, some other companion crops will deter them? What way to repel monkeys? And computer science department students, they can do research and all, they can find out machine learning or AI. With that, how they can help the farmers. Mobile apps for farmers to monitor animal activity. Possibilities. And economics and management students, cost benefit analysis, NGO subsidy program. Okay. And then the psychology department and all the stress of these families. Suppose there are the nearby village, they are facing this difficulty. How much, what is the impact, social impact of wildlife on their daily life? and it definitely affects their capacity, purchase capacity. Their children definitely they will be suffering, and their educational ambitions that will be crippled. All these are so these all can be brought it out as a data. This is what we call a scientific research, and a farmer cannot do it. A business person cannot do it. So by pooling our knowledge and creativity across disciplines, see, just one problem I showed you here is a problem faced to a region. You can give a solution. Okay. Then what are the different types of research? Basic research is there, applied research is there, translation research is there. So in colleges, no, see, as I said, you are in the high in a university, yes, applied research and translation. Otherwise, no, sometimes you have to start from the scratch. You are appointed in a university which is happened to be in a very unreachable area, a mountain belt, and there you have to focus upon the regional problems. It can be, yeah, another problem which I have seen in the peacocks in the paddy fields of Kerala near the Tamil Nadu and all. Herds of peacocks come, paddy gone, and farmers they do not know. They cannot catch even a single bird. You know what may happen? Okay. So applied research means, yeah, you have analyzed the data, you are finding a solution. You have a solve a specific practical problem is there. It may be a deterrent mechanism or UV sound item to deter the monkey, something like that. Then that becomes it's a product. Translational means you get the patent. So suppose you are developing an instrument, UV sound instrument with which you can repel the monkey. That becomes or a laboratory discovery. Okay, so these are the three types of research. Okay, and then next comes the how to start with the research. See, when I say research, not even a BSc project is a research, MSc project is a research. And what is conceptualization? Such idea, discuss with your student. Maybe they may come out because if they are properly following our class standard, definitely they should have a research idea. They will get it. They know that they have to find a research problem. They will come with that research idea. Then it should have an objective and what's the scope and what is the expected outcome. And for example, with this monkey thing, you have to find out what is the problem, what is the gap, is there any data available. I did not say because all of you are writing your own paper and all. I'm yeah, just going it fast. Okay. So what's the research gap? So come out with a clear-cut question. Then objectives and methodology. This is the aim of my study and what methodology be done. There should be qualitative, quantitative, or laboratory-based methods. Multidisciplinary approach. Sometimes I'm a biology teacher. I take a lot of ecology studies. I do. I require the support of computer department, of statistics department, computer department for many of my images and all those things, and also for some certain softwares for certain analysis. And the static departments, they help me in the statistical analysis. And now we have AI. Now you can think about with AI what you can do. For example, sandalwood plantation, whether it is possible in your region. Okay, like that. Then this is what I want to. Please don't feel I am glorifying anything like that. This is one I am quite proud of also. This is what you see in this image is a beetle coming to home. It is an animal. 10 to 20 lakhs of these beetles enters in the homes in Kerala. It was a big problem for since the 1970s and all. And what you are seeing in this is beetle after entering home. It is up, just imagine your home and they are just rest there during night time. And daytime what happened? They will moving like sorry in the other way. Daytime they rest and nighttime they will be moving out. Suppose in your home, beetles are entering home and they are moving out like this. You cannot eat food, you cannot sleep, your children cannot study, nothing is possible. And also it leaves a secretion leading to burns. So people were looking for problems, sorry, solutions. And we found out that these beetles are coming from this rubber litter leaf and they do not like wet climate, and that is why they are entering home. And this beetle is not from Kerala. Actually, it was somehow accidentally landed up in Kerala from Tamil Nadu and nearby Karnataka region, and it became big menace, and it increased in number because no, we have a lot of rubber plantations, and this animal started feeding on it. Population increased 10 to 20 lakhs beetles like this. And what happened? I took a project and my students helped me, publications. And this all happened long ago. And we could found out a solution from where it comes. And the people are happy. We have a solution. And there are a lot of articles. And three of my students who took MSc publications also, dissertations. Two of them got into nice rise or some, yeah, good jobs also. They got into a PhD admission, these got it easily. International publications were manageable. I got two research projects from Kerala state government. So this is what we can see. And then six of my students did their UG, DST Inspire Fellowship, UGC, JRF, PhD on these topics. So this is what we say are the options. So the question was, what is the concept? What to do? Conceptualization is there. Such idea, objective, scope. And my own research guide told me, Sabu, don't take this one because this is going to be a difficult area. No one has touched it. But 30s and 80s, 1980s, 1990s, people are facing the issue. Number was going, keep on increasing. Then we took it as a challenge. Now we have answers and we have given it in the various platforms. Okay, that's it. And then writing a research project. The cost analysis is there, how much it costs and all. So we are coming to that part. First of all, you have to find out, is it possible in your institution? Unless your institution is supportive, nothing is possible. See, for me, the college where I worked, they were quite supportive. And I was getting one by one projects and all. So 10% money goes to them also. And publications there. Then NAC and NAC visit came. It became good for the college. Okay. Then another thing, technical feasibility. Is it possible to do the same thing in our college or your university? University having already a established lab there. But no, when you have to start from your own, you may have to think about it. Financial feasibility, funds available or not. Time feasibility. When you are giving a student project, you can ask me, BSc student, how it will proceed. See, as project, you can split into two or three. Split the topic among the students. Your first year student, student of 2024 doing this, and 25 student will be doing second part, and like that. So in that way, it is possible. Okay. Then ethical and social feasibility. Does the project comply with ethical guidelines and societal expectations? Is that possible? That is the next question. Okay. The next one. Yeah, it can be anything like that. Okay. Then cost analysis, how much it costs. So remember, if you are asking for the project and all, they have certain formats are there. And it includes personal costs. Suppose you have students are there, their salary, research assistant, their money, then equipment. If you need a spectrophotometer, that's what, okay, otherwise a computer or a software, licenses, money is required, space to sit. Then suppose data collection. Yeah, if you are going to Nagpur belt, you have to survey the whole region. You cannot go there on walking. So definitely you are student or you have to go stay somewhere in a hotel and the cost is there. Field visit, interview. Interviewing the farmer, no statement was easy. But how many research scholar, how many farmers he can visit? Suppose you are sending your BSc student. See, he has to go after the degree student. He has to find a time. Who will give his bills? Transportation costs are there. His food is there. Or how to think about it. Okay. Then publication dissemination also. Suppose you are attending a conference. Coming to Nagpur, or I'm coming to Amaravati for this program, or in Delhi, my flight charge, my train charge. Okay, and then okay, all this is covered in the project. Okay, so any project now here, the one which I am showing it is from the site of Ministry of Environment Forest, MOEF, and Climate Change, and they support various types of research. So research proposal budget format is there in their website, and there you will see cost question, personal cost, salaries for research staff, how much, 1 year project, 2 year project, so monthly. Then equipment cost, how much is required. Third one is consumables, what consumables required. That is mainly for biology research or chemistry research, physics research, or economics and social science and languages. No, consumables assets may be less, but maybe sometimes printing or something like that, not nothing more than that. But it should be directly, but there also you will get into problem because consumable doesn't mean a computer printer because that is all available in the college. Then why should you buy it? That question will come. So instead of that, some other consumables. Okay. Then travel and field work. Already I mentioned data collection, site visit, conferences, contingency. Sometimes what happened, the travel budget, now you might have proposed 2 lakhs, and maybe see what happened now. The rains are happening, and because of that, you may not have been able to go during that particular period, or you might have faced some difficulty. Then excess expenditure will come. Then institutional overheads. Normally, all projects 10 to 20% your institution gets. Suppose you are a 20 lakhs project given to you, 2 lakhs will be for the institution. So institution can use that money to give you a sitting space, electricity, water, and all. Then other costs. So this is how the budget of a central government organization called Ministry of Environment, Forest, and Climate Change. And same pattern more or less for Department of Science and Technology, ICCR, and almost all the agencies, they do the same. Okay. And then how it looks like. And here I am showing one project which I uh, submitted in 2022, but I could not take it the project. There are certain personal reasons. And what happened? There are, okay. So all the budget is 41 lakhs. So first year, second year, third year, all this is there. Here you can see manpower. So first year, if I am employing, I have to research scholar, UGC, CSR, 40,000 rupees, he has to be paid, 35, 40,000. So salary will be this much. So with 3 year, I am saying it will cost 20,000. Then consumables, we have all this alcohol and number of other chemicals for DNA, all those things. Okay. So there I put it as 50,000 rupees because we are, okay, 25,000 second year, third year, like that. Then for travel, my project involved traveling to various regions. So 2.5 lakhs, 3 lakhs for myself and my students. So estimate is there. So 8 lakhs. Then I asked for only less drop, a simple, only 75,000 because I was having a very good microscope at 20 lakhs from my previous project. Otherwise, no, it would have been 27 lakhs here. So I just asked for that one, and then AMC, and all together the project is 41 lakhs. But if you are a beginner, if you are asking for the project, well, be careful. You have to be, you have to see that based on your biodata, you have the right to ask for any project agree. But generally, when you are beginning, start small, 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, like that. Maybe with or without a research project, sorry, fellow, because manpower itself costs 20 lakhs rupees. So 30, 35 lakhs, anyway, it is required. Then what is the next option? Then you have to publish good paper. And if you are coming out of the product, definitely you can think about the next project. But from the first project, you got nothing means what happened? Next time when you submit to this funding body, you will not get, because they will send you a proposal to experts. I see in my field now, almost I get sorry, evaluating research, but I do that. So we will just look into what are the possibilities. Okay. Then this is for the ICSSR, social science research. And they have also same budget cost, we can see budget personal cost, travel, field work, equipment, software. This from their website. I'll share this PDF with you later. You can click it, and already may be known to many of us, many of you. Okay. Then while writing the proposal, your past experience is very much important. If you are in what field you have done, otherwise the funding body will not be convinced. How a person has not worked anything on a particular, yeah, area, how can he, a person who worked with the DNA, how can he go out and work with a bird, or the ecological problems faced by a monkey? It is not, it won't be easy. I would not say it is not possible, it is possible, but better always with the experience, because research proposal we'll see what is the person's background. He has done the same field, then he can continue that. Okay. Or related field. So this is a common pitfall, mistake. And what if the topic is new? Yes, you studied for DNA and all, and you are employed in a rural area, that doesn't mean, but you can correlate in such a way possible. Otherwise, if it is a new problem unique to the region, highlight it. Okay. So role of past experience, I already mentioned. Literature, role of past experience search, you have to, that part I'm skipping. Then how to prepare a research proposal. Already the format is there. All the organizations, they have a format. You have to write a title, abstract, you have to give a brief summary, what you are going to do, introduction. See, if this is about that monkey or the peacock in your area, you have to say what is the background you are studying, what is the problem, and what is the importance. That is the introduction. Then based on that, you give clear cut objective, one or two. Clear cut objective. Okay. The literature review, you just check. Now it is easy with the AI and all the tools. There are all the, okay. So you summarize what is HUN and why you have to highest gap, highlight the gap. What is the gaps are there? So why you are proposing this work? Okay. And then you have to write the methodology, very, very important. If you have made a mistake, gone. how you will conduct, how you are going to collect the data, what tools are there. So if it is for a social science or not, definitely statistical data analysis must. So what tools you are going to use, what yeah, whether it is parametric or non-parametric, or what kind of statistical analysis are going to do. Okay. Then what is the outcome? What you are expecting out of it? Okay. Reference, sources from proposal. Then okay, that's so. This is what you have to do. So the research proposal means introduction, a good problem you have to select. So for me, that beetle was a good problem. No research, nothing was available, and all went to agriculture universities and all, and they said this nobody has done, and I can be. And my previous experience with some insects also that helped me. That's so I mobilized. Okay. Then statistician is already mentioned, and now it's only 10 minutes to go, so I'm rushing. So discuss with the statistician, they will give you a lot of ideas. They will say how many samples are there required and what kind of analysis are required. And okay, sample size, what should be the sample size, under sampling, what problem. Okay. And then ethical, that all I'm leaving. Now next last part is about the funding. So the NEP says National Research Foundation will come and the funds will come from there. Let us go for that. So far it has not, but anyway, government must be thinking about it. Okay. Then if you're looking for project funds and all, you have this NCBS is there, National Center for Biological Science, National Center for Biological Science website. You don't have to go there. Visit the website link, which I am given here. They have given almost all the international and national funding bodies available. Click the site and they will, that is a good database. Okay. Then how to approach the funding body? More or less same thing. Give a problem, give a strong proposal, submit the proposal, follow up. Okay. Then what are the government funding bodies? DST is there, ICR is there, RCS is there, that all. Yeah, I put Rajasthan because, yeah. Okay. Then if it is your state will be there, but better like that. Okay. So that is government agency, national or central agency. Visit the website, they will be offering the sites like. Then there are international bodies like USAID, Bill Gates Foundation, that is also possible. But project should be very good, very sharp. FAA also will give if it is about hunger, improving nutrition, promoting sustainable agricultural practices. Okay, they are very much, FAO is very much ready for that. Okay. Then review the available funding opportunities, write a strong proposal, that part I am leaving. Then next part, national research organizations are there. Corporate social responsibility, you'll hear about a lot of companies are sharing money, companies have a lot of income. But no, I would say this may be easy for established institutions. Companies, private companies, they have their own assessment and they look into their profit margin. And not only that, their aims and all. So it won't be that much easy for a ordinary or a university or a college to come up, because and they have certain demands also. So you be careful there. Though you will read a lot about CSR, we'll do that, all those things. Agricultural technology companies are there, and that I already mentioned. If you have an area in your region where some agricultural technology is required, and if you can convince the company this chemical or this instrument will helpful, they may support your research effort. Then private NGOs, Ambuja Foundation, Grow Billion Foundation, Rajasthan Foundation, there are a lot found Seva. Visit their website and they have specific focus is there. See, for example, Seva Mandir's focus, sustainable development of rural area. Okay. Natural resource management. Okay. And Ambuja Foundation, water management. So if you research on that area, you can. Then Grav is rural test. This I will be sharing with you. You can read it and use it later. So there are so many NGOs. Okay. Then MOF, there are thematic areas. If your area is like that, pollution, waste management, they will help you. Then another one is, yeah, this ICSR, this is from their website. They call for research proposals, apply for that, and then they will get the data. DBT often comes out their own idea. See here, what happened? They asked for a biomanufacturing, high performance biomanufacturing, January 2nd proposal they invited. So similarly, Ministry DBT will look for projects in agriculture, healthcare, and that time you have to apply. Then there are Amazon Science, and then Prime Minister's Early Career Research Grant. We have to find out and apply. ICMR, Indian Council of Medical Research, they provide small grant, intermediate grant, advanced grant. Small grant is for the beginners like that. Okay. And then DRDO, don't forget that, Defense Research Development, and they have their defense services are there. And for that, they support research related to soldier health, drug development, life support of biomedical devices, physiology of extreme environment, Ladakh, Himalayas, and all. So, in such period, if you have anything to offer, you can approach them. And the last one is about the crowdfunding. This is the latest one. You can put your proposal. If you are not getting projects from anybody, anywhere, nobody is supporting you, you can put in the Google, internet, and not directly. Instead, for that, you are putting your campaign associating to some agency, some online platforms are there. And these online platforms, they are known for giving this kind of research. And there may be, suppose you have innovative idea, there may be somebody from Uzbekistan or somebody from sorry, Argentina or Brazil who was also interested, and they will support you. But there are certain conditions and all. Okay, so that is what we call as. So this is also another link. India crowdfunding platforms who will give you supportive ideas. Research funders is a platform. Akira, scientists with potential donors. Innovators for India, another platform. So there was a space for research seek funding. Yeah, we cannot say because what may happen in the future. Like, okay, so now this is all catching up. You'll get funds, and this another website, where you can get funding from different agencies in this way. Okay, so that's all I got to say. So my conclusion is: do good research, impactful research, good for the society. Yeah, and it can be very simple thing. Now you have lots of younger stage degree and basic students are there. BSc, MSc, PG, UG students are there. They will help you, and with their help, you can get their support, and they also need your support. Good publications, then only they can march ahead. So definitely there are options. That's all. So thank you very much for listening to me. For monotonously, I was keep on speaking. Yeah, if you have any questions, any doubts to ask me, and I will share this PDF note with your coordinator. He will share with you later.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Participants, if you have any kind of questions, you can directly ask to Professor Thomas, sir. If you have.
No message. So,
Yeah, good evening, Professor Thomas. It's a nice and very wonderful presentation by you. Sir, you have really shared that what are the financial assistance available for research. But are they only for science background people or for humanities and social sciences also?
anybody, sir, because I have seen the social sciences now, but compared to the science researches, options are little limited for the social sciences, not social sciences, languages and all. That's what I have found out. Okay, but we have to, yeah,
ICSSR provides for social sciences.
yeah.
Yeah. And you have talked about that by NCBS, I think.
NCBS, there are no, where are there NCBS? No, that is a website where you can see a long list of options, funding bodies, and details are there. It's a very long list. Okay, visit the website
Okay.
and you can find out. But in some specific cases, no, local NGOs and will be beneficial, because now what happens are actually after the CAS and promotion, everybody started applying for research projects. Okay. Earlier it was not like the case. See, when we all started, where hardly anybody was there to willing to go for all. They all consider it as a big headache. Like now what happened? Now people are with PhD publication. Lot of projects are going to all these funding bodies. Okay. So they have their own limitations also. That is one aspect. Then another one, research which is fruitful, that basic research or applied research and all. Now the funding bodies are also very careful. Earlier, no, it's mostly academic knowledge that was enough. Now that also may not helpful. Like now the private universities are there, deemed universities are there, engineering colleges from different sectors are coming. They are all getting options. Earlier only government institutions. Now anyone can. That is the policy. Like so, it has become a little more competitive. Okay, not little more, very competitive.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for answering your giving all the response, and that helped me. Others, I suppose they are there. Doesn't matter. So the materials which are there, it has the links. You go through it to everyone. It will be helpful. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And with the kind consent, it was a great pleasure to extend my sincere thanks to Professor Sabu, sir, because sir is thinking that it is a monotonous, sir. Not only some kind of language issues there, but definitely whatever maybe you have delivered here, all the participant can understand very well, sir. So with this, I once again extend my sincere thanks to Professor Sabu, sir, and with the kind consent of Professor Sabu, sir, I would like to declare that this session will be over here.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Next time the language, you can give the language translation option, because Google Meet, if you put the CC there, the language, my English will be converted to Hindi. That way also.
Yeah, sir. That option will be readily available in Zoom also. It can transcript, sir, in
Okay.
any language.
Okay, that will help, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
I'm pity.
Okay, so participants, now it's officially declared that the program has been over here. Since last 8 days, we have discussed with the different modalities of this national education policy with the help of some renowned expert that has been called from across country. And hope this program is useful for you. You will gain some kind of new knowledge towards the implementation of this national education policy. So I will believe that whatever may be the knowledge or new learning thing you have teach here, you can implement in your institution. We will be there, our WhatsApp group will be there, and if you have any kind of observation or you have to note something here, you can please tell us. We will take your notes. इफ एनीवन किसी को अगर कुछ अपने विचार यहाँ पे इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे रखना चाहते हैं तो द प्लेटफॉर्म विल बी ओपन. आपके कुछ सजेशन सुझाव अगर होंगे तो डेफिनेटली वी विल इनकलकेट.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Ankit Thakur, sir. I am Shrikant Dabne from Department of Applied Science and Humanities, Takshila Institute of Engineering and Technology, Darapur. Actually, the sessions from the very first day, very well structured and covered all range of topics. And I'm very thankful to the organizers, especially Professor Atik sir and our respected principal, Dr. D.T. Ingole sir, who organized this kind of session. And very important in terms of NEP 2020 guidelines and its implementation. So once again, very heartfelt thank you to everyone who involved in this program, especially Thakur sir, who is connected from 10 days and consistently with us. Thank you, Thakur sir.
Thank you, Dabne sir. Yes, anyone else having any kind of feedback or oral feedback or these comments on this program? That will be really appreciable.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Dr. Suvarna ma'am, please.
Yes, I'm from Pune. I'm from MIT ADT University. I am NEP coordinator of my department. From the first day ever, all the speakers, all the experts were very knowledgeable. They were very expert in their own domains, and all the sessions were very informative, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining this course from the Pune, because in the Maharashtra there are 14 MMTTCs. These are working for this kind of NEP sensitization program across the Maharashtra and across the country. From Pune you have joined here, and your valuable feedback will really appreciable for us. Yes, anyone else? If someone want to do any oral feedback, or if any kind of suggestions will be there for improvement of us, we will definitely appreciate. Please, anyone. Okay, so we will conclude. First of all, I extend my sincere thanks to Shri Dada Saheb Charitable Sri Dada Saheb Gavi Charitable Trust, their management, their trustees, specifically Professor Kamlakar Payas sir, who is the secretary of this educational institute, because they have permitted to conduct this kind of course in our collaboration. We are also thankful to Professor D.T. Ingole sir, because he has taken this initiative as a challenge We must also thankful to all the principals, Dr. Phule Madam, Dr. Payas Sir, Dr. Gavai Sir, and I think I don't know the name who is the principal in the Darapur institution, but I also thankful that principal also to the participants. I must also thankful to Professor Harne sir, to Professor Roshan Prakash sir for their active participation. Kundan Patil sir, Dr. Bhagwat madam is there, and all the participants who have taken the active participation during all the sessions. Last but not the least, I must thankful to Dr. Dabne sir because he has since last 10 days he was coordinating with all the participants, all the teaching fraternity towards this organization of program, and he has also taken a lot of efforts. So with this, friends, two things are divided, two important notices are there. I have shared the link in our WhatsApp group. When you have join this program, you are registered from the MMTTC portal. Okay, so I have that link I have right now shared in our WhatsApp group. You have to fill your valuable feedback regarding this course, but what happened, you have to first log in the portal and then it will be filled up. Okay, this is the first thing. And second thing is that the program certificate, as soon as we will receive your feedback, we will verify the data and we will request the UGC to release the certificate. So if you will provide your feedback within 1 or 2 days, or probably today night itself, so that data will be verified soon, and your certificate will be issued by upcoming Monday. Okay, yes, Dr. Gawande madam is there. Anything is there, ma'am? Dr. Gawande ma'am?
No, sir. Everything is fine. Thank you so much for this intellectual treat, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And we will expect that all the teachers who have belonging to our region, because it is a policy we have started, the government has started the implementation. Something are in our hand, or something are the on the institutions and the management hands, and some things are depending upon the policymakers and the government. So whatever may be the good things, that should be carried forward, and if any kind of ambiguities are there, queries are there, I will also more request to all of your Dada Saheb charitable Shri Dada Saheb Gavi Charitable Trust, that this policy document the government of Maharashtra that has released, they have told that to establish the NEP cell in each institution. So I will request all the teachers or the particular IQAC coordinators, those who have here particular I know Dr. Sheetal Tade sir, those who is coordinating particularly on behalf of your educational trust for the all this IQAC purpose. So sir, I will particularly request you, and I will also request all the principals also, honorable principals of this institution, different institution, to establish the NEP cell, because whatever may be the problems or the questions you have arises, you can come up to the university NEP cell and definitely we will resolve. And if the issues are not in hand to the university, we will raise that queries to the steering committee of the state government. So this is my humble request, and with this I will take your leave. Our WhatsApp group will be there. Whatever may be the academic assignment, you can share on that WhatsApp group, and we will definitely percolate to the other institutions that they should get the benefit from your activity also. So friends, now I will stop here, and I once again extend my sincere thanks to all the participants, organizer, and all the institutions, authority members, and management and the trustees of this Sri Dada Saheb, late Sri Dada Saheb Gavi Charitable Trust for such a good initiative they have taken. And with this, we will stop now here and meet anywhere whenever the time will come. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Ankit sir.
Thank you to you, sir. Thank you so much, all organizers.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.